y'all. I am so excited to be here with you all today. Y'all, this is my first YouTube channel. I'm so excited. Anyway, I just want to share my journey in life, my walk in life with you all in hopes to motivate someone. I have been on a health journey. I have lost 160 pounds, and I am here to be able to share how I did that. Also share my love and joy for education, for being a mother, a wife, a baker, an entrepreneur, just being able to share all those wonderful things in life that mean so much to me with all of you in hopes to be able to motivate, encourage, maybe teach you something that you have gone on in your life. But today, I really want to talk to y'all about my weight loss journey. Again, I have lost 160 pounds. Yes. I've kept it off it's been about a year and 3 or 4 months now. And I want to talk about what I did, to get to the process of being able to lose weight and why I did that. But I had vertical gastric sleeve surgery. And the thing that led me to the process of making sure that, realizing that's what I wanted to do is I have literally struggled with weight loss all my life. Since I was a little kid. I had asthma. I still have asthma. But that's kind of what started off with me gaining a lot of weight because I was constantly on steroids a lot, was sick a lot of times. And so that kind of started at a very young age on how I started gaining the weight. But some of the things that I have struggled with throughout time recently, prior to me having the weight loss surgery, was a lot of health scares. So diabetes, my asthma, had some back issues that is going to need back surgery, some knee issues that's going to need knee surgery, sleep apnea, those things that were huge factors in me deciding that I wanted to have the weight loss surgery because it was getting to the point in my life where I was unable to move physically. So I've tried, every fat diet you can possibly think of along the way throughout my years. I had 3 children, 3 teenagers, they're 16, 17, and 18, back to back. That too contributed to my weight gain. Another thing that contributed to me realizing that I had to make a change in my life and things had to change for me is because my quality of life changed drastically, y'all. I couldn't do things that I wanted to do. I did not want to go to the grocery store because I ached so bad. It was just like extreme, excruciating pain all of the time. I own a business and it got to the point to where I could no longer do and provide the services for my customers because I could not stand up for periods of time, even very short periods of time. And so it was affecting the way that I did business. And when that came to be, it got to the point to where I had to make a decision where, you know what, I'm going to have to shut my business down right now because this is not what I want to give to my customers. This is not what they deserve. And I don't even deserve it for myself. So that was one of the, a big thing that, it just weighed on my heart so much because I had to really truly give away and give up something that I loved because I was just extremely heavy. Also, going on family vacations, that once we talked about that quality of life, it was just horrible. It was like I was the bag carrier. I was the one that's always walking around everyone else, seeing all of them have fun, get on rides, walking here, walking there, going to do all of these fun things. And I had to sit back and just watch my family have fun while I'm just there kind of in the background. And so that was, it was a hard and a tough thing for me to have to deal with because I just didn't have the energy. I didn't have the strength. I didn't have the desire to want to do things. Going to sporting events. My children are very active in athletics and extracurricular activities. But even being able to go up the bleachers at the football games or sitting in the stands, for a volleyball game or going to a wrestling match and we're in an auditorium and I can't fit in the seats and having to walk all around the auditorium just to find a handicap accessible seat that was wide enough for me to sit in. But then I'm like, far away from everyone else. It was just, some things that were just extremely embarrassing. Going out to eat with my family, having to sit there and wait for a table and not because I couldn't fit in a booth. And so you're sitting there and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting just for a table to come available for you to be able to do that. Just those normal things in life that we take for granted. These are the things that contributed to me deciding for Melanie, that I wanted to and I needed to do something different. And that different for me was having weight loss surgery. There are so many stigmas behind weight loss surgery. What I tell people all the time is you have to do what's good for you. I did what was good for me. You can't worry about and focus on the opinions and the thoughts of other people, what they think about things. Do your own research. Find your own doctors. Go and ask questions. Listen to other YouTube channels and videos on people giving testimonials about the things that they have gone through. Go with the pros and the cons. Think about the things that, that matter most to you. For me, my quality of life was everything. And I'm a middle-aged woman. I want to be able to live the rest of my days and my life healthy and being able to enjoy life. So much of my past, and I can't go back to the past and change that, and those days make me who I am today. But I feel like I missed out on a lot. I feel like my children missed out on a lot. But what I vowed to myself was, from that point forward, when I decided that I was going to have that weight loss surgery, that I was going to do everything in my power to make sure that it was successful, because I wanted to make sure that the remaining life that I have to live was going to be a good one. So far, so good. I have been committed. I have been doing the things that I needed to do. I think back on even some of the necessities that we have to do daily. Thinking about like bathing. Y'all, trying to take a bath. Like, I couldn't tell y'all prior to weight loss surgery when the last time I actually sat in a bathtub. Why? Because I couldn't get out of there. If I got in and I sat down in that bathtub, I wouldn't have been able to get out of it. I'm crawling, trying to get on my knees, trying to get up, get out. All of the energy that it took for me to do that, for me, it wasn't even worth me doing it, because all I did was ached after that. Trying to shave my legs and just, going to the restroom, the stalls, public restrooms, the stalls, being able to fit in the stalls comfortably. That was like a no-no, and think about having to be on an airplane and being on an airplane bathroom, or on a bus and a bus's bathroom, some of those really small spaces that's really not accommodating for extra large people. And I, was morbidly obese. I mean, like, seriously, I was right at 400 pounds. And so, the quality of life had just declined so much. Putting on my shoes and, putting my clothes on, being able to stand up, walking all around, those types of things, just general things, leaning over to pick something up. Y'all, when I had to put my shoes on, I had to make sure that I double knotted my shoes, or I wore shoes that didn't require laces, because I just did not have the effort, the stamina to be able to, or even be able to lean over and bend over to even tie my shoe. So I had to think about all of those things before I even got my day started. Like, okay, what am I doing? How am I going to plan around this? What happens if my shoe comes untied? Or what happens, just making like plan Bs in my day that surrounded around my weight. It's a very hard thing to deal with. And, I empathize with individuals that are struggling with weight loss, or with extreme and morbid obesity, because weight loss is hard. It's a hard commitment. It is something in your head. You have to truly have made up in your mind that this is what you want and this is what you want to do. And even then, y'all, it's hard. It's taken me, I'm 42 years old. It took me 40 years before I finally said enough is enough, and I wanted to change my life. But it's a decision you have to make for yourself. And I said that earlier. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to continue to say it. It has to be a decision you make for yourself, a commitment to yourself. It cannot be someone else telling you that this is what they want you to do or what you need to do. You have to make that decision for yourself. I have committed to me, to Melanie, that I am going to live for myself. I'm going to make decisions for myself, and I'm going to be healthy along the way. That weight loss surgery was a deeply, deeply personal decision for me. In the beginning, when I was doing my research and making that decision, I didn't tell very many people because I needed to make sure that it was right for me. I did know some individuals that had had the surgery, and I reached out to them and asked, just some of the experiences that they experienced, because I wanted to have feedback from others. I also watched different videos, different testimonials. I researched the doctors very, very much. Just to make sure that it's what I wanted, and the doctors that I chose was who I wanted. But again, the biggest thing for me that made me decide was when I realized I couldn't do the things that I needed to do. And one of the biggest things was, I'm not even going to say one. There were two things towards the end where I realized that that's what I was going to do that impacted me most. Number one, my dream was always to have a cake decorating studio. I had the opportunity to open one. I had to close it because my obesity had gotten in the way to where I could not, again, provide for my customers, could not do the things that I had always dreamed of doing. The opportunity was there, and I couldn't fulfill it because my weight, I weighed too much. I was in extreme pain every single day of my life. I don't wish that on anybody, but that was one of the major factors. And the other factor was having to attend the events with my children and not being able to either fit in a chair, go up the stands, be able to just do those normal things. And even though my children have never said anything about that, because they know I love them and they know I'll do whatever I could for them. They never said anything bad about it. But for me, in my heart, it just weighed on me so much. And I just wanted to be able to give them more. And some of the things, that I wasn't able to give them, I hope one day, being healthy now, that I will be able to give that to their children, and they'll be able to see me, be able to express that through them. But anyway, y'all, I have been on this little soapbox. I've been telling y'all all about everything. But y'all, my new YouTube channel is going to be coming out. Well, it is out. And I am going to be sharing things with recipes, healthy recipes. And of course, I am a baker, so I'm going to do some healthy sweets. I'm also going to do some of our good old-fashioned Southern sweets because, y'all, I am a Southern girl at heart. So, of course, y'all are going to be getting that good old Southern down-home cooking. I'm going to share, my life in the kitchen with y'all. The kitchen is the heart of a home. So we're going to share in some of those great and wonderful things. I'm going to take y'all to the gym with me. We're going to do some workouts. Easy, simple things that y'all can do to just get your body moving, get that blood circulating inside of your, in your body. Also, I want to be able to share with y'all just some educational type things as well. Whether it's baker education, whether it's fitness education, whether it's just general things that's going on in the world. I want to share in my Louisiana culture with my family, with my husband and my children, and the things that we do and that we experience. And y'all, some of the wonderful things that I have been experiencing since weight loss. And I'm still on this journey. I'm not to where I want to be, but I am a lot more comfortable in life. And so I look forward to sharing all of that with y'all. I hope that y'all come back to join in and give me some of your feedback and just be able to, just one big old happy family. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I look forward to more videos with y'all. Later.